This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
Low energy, unfocused, foggy? You might be dehydrated. Whether it's hot yoga, over 100-degree weather, or too much sun. Gatorlyte, with a specialized blend of 5 electrolytes, was scientifically designed to help move fluids into the body faster for rapid rehydration. Shop now at retailers nationwide. Gatorlyte hydrates faster than water. Is it in you? Symptoms noted are signs of mild to moderate dehydration. Consult a healthcare professional if symptoms persist.
The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't undo your last hire. The human postponer. They were the master of one phrase. I'll circle back on that. But 3 months later, you are the one doing all their work and wondering how big that circle is. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can take the hiring load off your plate. By automating the hiring busy work from the initial job post to scheduling interviews. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. And now, your host, Steve Collins.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Coach Unplugged. I'm so happy you decided to join us. Before we jump in, I don't do this every week, but I would love if you went over, left a review, left a comment. I listen to all of those. Give me some topics. Send over to Steve at teachhoops.com. What kind of topics do you want to hear? But before we jump into today's topic, I'd like to give a big shout out to our two sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, the #1 shooting machine on the market. I've tried them all, and this is not only how innovative are, but the workouts and what I love about Dr. Dish is they give back to the community. If you follow them on Facebook, if you follow them on Twitter, they're always giving back to the basketball community. And you mentioned Coach Unplugged, they'll give you $450 off. Also, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It is a one-stop shop for basketball coaches. It's resources, it's handouts, it's videos, it's one-on-one calls, it's office hours. It's a coach. It's a resource run by a coach for a coach. It's not an ex-coach, not someone that's been let go, not someone that's coaching part-time. This is what I do. And Teach Hoops helps me keep the bills on. It helps me put up these podcasts, 13 podcasts a week. Teach Hoops helps me be able to do that. And it's a roadmap for you to be successful. And let me help you in this great journey that we call coaching. But let's head off to the podcast.
What's up, Dr. Dish fam? This is Aaron here, and I'm here with one of our favorite partners, our good friend from Broman Academy, Bjorn Broman. Bjorn, how you doing today, man?
Doing great. Glad to be here.
Hey, it's a pleasure to have you. I know you came all the way from Charlotte, but you're actually a local guy. You're a Minnesota guy. So you're from Minnesota originally. We've been waiting for this day for a long time. Some of the Dr. Dish fam might not know your background, though. Can you tell us a little bit about who you are, your history with basketball, and what it is that you're up to now?
Absolutely. So from Duluth, Minnesota, grew up playing basketball since as early as I can remember. I have an older brother, Anders. I'm about 16 months younger, so whatever he did, I did. So growing up, basketball was always big in our family. Played at a small Christian school, scored quite a few points. My brother's the all-time leading scorer in Minnesota State high school history. I am second. Went on to play Division I basketball at Winthrop University, and now we run our own training business called Broman Academy in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's great. I was actually going to touch on that. So you and Anders, you guys had some incredible success. And one of the things that was cool about your story was hearing a little bit about how you guys trained. Would you mind sharing with the Dish fam what your guys' training looked like? I know your dad is a pretty big athlete and kind of got you guys on the right path, but share that with the Dish fam, how you guys trained and what went into becoming the all-time leading scorers.
Absolutely. People don't understand what goes on behind the scenes when you're training to become a high-level player. We used to wake up at 5 a.m., go to the local YMCA. Some days didn't want to be there, but we were very consistent with it. My dad, we didn't have a Dr. Dish at the time. My dad was the Dr. Dish.
Oh, no.
So my dad was an Olympic ski jumper back in 1980. So he knows what hard work is like. He's kind of instilled that in us. So he rebounded for us. we wore out his ankles, his knees, and his hips for quite a few years. So 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. before school, practice after. But we did it probably from 7th grade on, so 5-6 years, almost every morning or in the evenings. A lot of work, but yeah, my dad was the Dr. Dish.
Wow, man, we need to get your dad like a T-shirt or something. We need to hook him up. That's dedication. So how many shots were you getting up? Like, what were your morning workouts? Was it like short, quick, you're in and out, or how long between you and Anders were you guys in there?
So a lot of people count shots. Like, oh, I went to the gym, got up 1,000 shots. Well, what kind of shots were they? Were they quality shots? Were they game-like shots? So we count makes. So we'd always go to the gym anywhere from 300 to 600 makes.
Wow.
And some days it could be all spot up threes, trying to, get consistent with that, or mid-range pull-ups, all different types of varieties, but we counted makes. We were big on that because putting the ball in the hoop is the ultimate goal.
That's right.
So we counted that, tracked that, but yeah, 300 to 600 makes a day.
Geez, so this probably kind of answers itself from that question, but I was curious, you're kind of building your brand, you're getting pretty big on TikTok, we've loved playing a little part in that. What is it particularly, though, tell the Dish fam about what gets you excited about working with Dr. Dish? Like, what about our partnership, brings you joy and gets you excited to work with us?
Yeah, well, I mean, all the hours of training on our own with my dad as a rebounder was awesome, but then to be able to use a Dr. Dish and how convenient it is, how quick it is, how efficient our workouts are now. You can make 300, 600 makes in 45 minutes. You can go in there with a plan or do drills that are programmed in it. Like, all right, I got a plan. I'm going in, boop, boop, boop. I'm there, knock it out. Okay, free throws kind of to rest for a sec. Next drill, click on it, boom. It rolls so fast. So it's a lot of fun.
Cool. So I know you actually kind of reversed roles. Normally you're training players, but recently you actually started training yourself. You put a program together. So first of all, congratulations.
Thank
Elite
you.
8 finish,
Thank
that's
you.
big time.
Thank you.
For those of you watching, Bjorn just participated in the 3-point open, competing for a $100,000 cash prize, and he finished in the Elite 8. So we were super proud of you. We were cheering you on here. But tell us what that was like and how the Dr. Dish helped with your training.
I wish I could say I'm here with $100,000 in my pocket, but it didn't happen. But I finished in the top 8, was thrilled about that. But yeah, I used the Dr. Dish training for a little over a month, really locking down my shot consistency. It's been a couple years since I finished playing Division I basketball. So my big goal early on was just getting reps up. A lot of shots, so really didn't even count makes. I know that sounds bad, but I really just got a ton of shots up, just getting the rhythm back, feeling out my form. And then as I kept working on throughout the month, more quality, game-like, game speed, even just in mid-range pull-ups. I was going off one drill bounce. I know that's not the 3-point open, but just to get that game feel back. But it played a huge role in my result. Finished in the top 8. Really couldn't have done it without Dr. Dish. So I owe a lot of credit to you guys.
Yeah, we love that. It was a fun competition, and hey, maybe next year you'll win the 100K, and you come down and we'll celebrate with you. But
I hope so.
You mentioned that you played Division I basketball. I actually wanted to ask you about that too. So you and Anders were teammates. First question, what was it like playing with your brother at the Division I level? And do you have any stories that you'd like to share with the Dish fam? I know you even made a couple NCAA tournament appearances. Just tell us what D1 basketball was like, specifically with your brother.
Division I basketball in itself is unreal, but playing alongside your brother, it's a dream come true. There's people talk about it, and people talk about in high school, what if you guys go play together? And we're like, okay, that's a cool fairy tale, but that's not going to happen. And then we both ended up at the same school, made March Madness, played an NCAA tournament. You really can't describe it, but my brother and I, we have such a close connection relationship that on the court, we could just make eye contact. I knew what he was thinking. He knew what I was thinking.
Wow.
On the bench, same way. If I'm out of the game and he hits a 3, I'm the first one jumping up and down, cheering him on.
Awesome.
Same thing the other way. We just have a really close connection, and playing alongside of him, like I said, I can't really put into words, but we enjoyed every second of it, and I know my family did as well.
That's great. So, side question, one-on-one, you and Anders, who's winning?
I'm taking myself. I would never bet against myself. I'm taking myself. He would say differently. Our games are similar, but we also are different in certain aspects. If we played a one-on-one, he would try to bully me a little bit, play bigger, play stronger. But it'd absolutely be a great competition, and it'd be a good show.
Yeah,
that's
we
for
might
sure.
have to get him in here and film that one day. So we have a lot of younger hoopers who are in the Dr. Dish fam. question for you is, what advice would you give younger hoopers to maximize their potential? And you were talking before we got on about seeing younger players get more confident, become better versions of themselves. What would you recommend to people watching this, whether it's parents of younger players or younger players, to become the best they can be and reach their potential?
Yeah, like I said earlier, there's so much hard work that goes on behind the scenes. People see us step on a high school court or a college court and be like, oh, they can shoot the ball. They don't see the hours and thousands of hours that we've already put in. So that's my biggest thing to kids is outwork everyone else. Don't go in there look fancy. Don't go into the gym and post it on Instagram or TikTok to look cool. Go in there with a plan and go get some real work in. Outwork everyone else so when you step on the court, there's no doubt in your head that's like, have I done enough? Have I practiced enough? You step on the court confident because you know how much time and effort you've put into it.
No, that's great. So on the flip side of that, my question is, what would you say is the biggest mistake you see younger hoopers making that might get in the way of them becoming the player they could be, or just hinder their potential as a basketball player in general?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of kids these days, they're watching NBA guys, they're watching LaMelo Ball, Steph Curry, and they are very good ball handlers. They're fancy with the ball, but they can be because of how much time they put in. And so a lot of kids these days step on the court and they just try to look cool, they try to do too much fancy stuff. And our big thing is like, keep it simple. Be able to knock down a shot fake, pull up, one dribble, at the rim, different basic finishes. As you grow, you can add more. We're big on foundation. Build your foundation. Once you have a foundation, add a couple more pieces. Then you can add more of this. But if you don't have a foundation, you're kind of all over the place. So a lot of times kids go out, they try to look cool, be fancy, and we're big on keeping it simple and be efficient.
I love that. So last question for you, Bjorn. This is a big one, but I'd be curious, what's your vision for the future as it relates to basketball? With Broman Academy, with everything you guys have going on, what's your vision and how are you going to continue to impact young hoopers?
Yeah, so our ultimate goal is to impact as many kids as possible. We've already touched so many kids down in Charlotte, and through social media, we're growing. We're having kids in different states, all over the country. We're able to communicate with them, message them, see their progression, see their growth. And our ultimate goal is to help as many kids as possible. And I can't say what the end goal looks like because every year is different. Social media grows, the exposure it's going crazy. But our goal is just keep helping kids and changing their lives.
And bring home that three-point open title.
And bring home the three-point open title and $100,000.
Awesome, Bjorn. Well, thanks for being here, man. I can't wait to share all this great content with our audience. I know they're going to love it, and we just appreciate everything that you do and proud to call you a partner.
Absolutely.
So thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Meet the Red Bull Dragonberry Energizer. It's one of the many new drinks out now. Who knew ice-cold drinks could be so fire? Try them all, only at McDonald's.